Rachelle, and this is my dad, Nate, and my brother's in the back. We are on our road trip for Thanksgiving, and I figured this is a great time to tell some stories. And I grew up with my dad performing and doing stuff on singing, acting, doing all of that kind of stuff. So he's got a number of stories from the years that he performed, and some from before I was born, a number from when I was alive. But Dad, what's your favorite story?
No, you started telling about one that you remember.
Oh, right. That's right. I started telling. The one that I remember the most was the one that happened the year my sister was born. We did they did a big Easter production. My dad played Jesus every year, and my mom getting a call while was she still in the hospital?
She was still in the hospital.
She was still in the hospital, and getting a call of, well, Nate's okay, but he's going to the hospital because they actually punched him in the face during the beat up Jesus scene. Jesus really got beat up, and he had to have stitches on his lip because in the middle of the production they actually hit him in the face, and he had to then still go out and sing another song.
2 songs.
After the resurrection. So 2 songs. So let me tell you,
and if you look close at the video, you can see the cotton.
I have that video still. I point it out to people when I watch it. Yep, yeah, I do because I think it's so funny. So the show must go on, and you just got to act like nothing happened. Yeah.
I remember thinking at the time, because he had done such a great job. The guy was a soldier. Tim Olson, never will forget. And he and Mick Graff were beating Jesus, and they were doing the ha-ha while someone else was singing a song. And they would do the hold your hand in front of the chin and then smack the palm of the hand. And then they would also do a thing where they would fake pulling out the beard, which was real, by the way. And he kind of got crossed up and did the fake pulling out the beard while hitting the palm of his hand. And it just so happened that my mouth was in between his palm and his fist. 5 stitches on the inside, 6 stitches on the outside, just to fix the lip back. I remember looking at the floor. Well, first off, he almost knocked me out. I mean, it was real close to being a full boom. He's gone.
Show over. Not sure how you recover from that.
And I heard him say, "Oh no!" And I looked down, and I remember thinking that the theater blood seemed especially bright. And of course, I was bleeding all over everywhere. But it matched.
It worked. Now, Dad, I do have to ask, because this is something I talk about all the time, is that I have a real hard time remembering lyrics. And I often forget the lyrics to things and just have to make them up. And apparently, because I've heard enough stories, I get that honestly from you.
Yes, it's from your mother.
And my mother
I always had all the words memorized every single time.
That is not true.
Okay.
And I've heard that from both sides.
Maybe I did have a tendency to compose songs. Like, for instance, the song Rise Again, and by the time you get to the 3rd verse, it's go ahead, laugh, go ahead, see.
We still don't know them.
We were sitting in church the first time in Fargo, in fact, listening to the music pastor, who's our very dear friend, Bruce Larson, and he was singing Rise Again, and Linda leaned over and said, he sings that song the same way you do, composes it as he goes.
Yeah. We all do it. But you were telling me a story before about the forgetting the chorus to the old rugged cross.
There was a funeral. This lady had passed away. The associate pastor came in and asked me to go with him to, he said, was always suspicious when Kurt Frankenhauser would ask me something. And he said, oh no, it'll be all right. We get in the car and he tells me, we're going to go pray over a dead body. What? Yeah, the family is asked because the mother passed away and she was old and, but they want us to pray over her and pray over the family and everything. So we got there, we did that. Sure enough, the lady was still laying there on her, had become her deathbed. And then the family said, would you be able to sing at the funeral? Well, sure. So we ended up singing at that funeral. It was about 9-10 months later that the dad had passed away, and the family said, oh, you did such a nice job with Mom's funeral. Do the same songs you did at Mom's, and you can do them at Dad's. For some reason, I don't know why, but Linda had a conflict. She couldn't be there. So it fell upon moi, and I always like to have somebody else around to be able to point to and blame for the missing lyrics. And
you always like to have Mom around because she remembered the lyrics and you could read her lips.
That's true.
That's what it is. Well, yeah, I'm good at that.
And so I got to the point of singing. Couldn't remember exactly what songs. I think one of them was In the Garden, and I didn't want to appear unprofessional and actually take a hymn book out. So I figured the old rugged cross, and I got up to sing, and I sang the first verse, no problem at all. Sang the chorus, no problem at all. Sang the first 2 stanzas of the second verse and the last 2 stanzas to make up a full verse, but I didn't stay with the second verse. I finished with the 4th verse, but those were the only words that were coming to mind.
Who cares?
I was so glad to be done with the hard part of the song that I started singing the chorus. This is after having done it already once. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross, and it would not come. Did not come. So I put my head down and kind of acted mournful and went, so I'll cherish the old rugged cross, and it still did not come, and I could not remember at all until I hear from off to the side my buddy Kurt say, tell my trophy's name. Oh, there it is. Okay.
We all need that friend right there, man. We all need that friend.
So I made it through. He never let me live it down.
It's probably, we all have that friend too. Yeah. That is probably true. Well, I do have to say, I also get my storytelling abilities and my sidetracked storytelling abilities.
Squirrel!
As you can tell. Awesome. Well, there are plenty more of these, but since it's already 8 minutes, I'm gonna cut it now, and